Hi everyone, what is up? Hope you guys are having an amazing day so far. Happy New Year. Although I'm pretty sure I'm going to be uploading this January too, because as you guys have seen in the title, we're going to be talking about a foundation from the drugstore. It has been a while since I have reviewed a foundation from the drugstore, and I feel like this is more of like nostalgia vibes for me, because around 2015 I can remember when John Ray was in the military and I was sad and alone in the house. I would literally walk from our apartment to Walmart, an hour going there and an hour going back, and I always go in the makeup aisle and pick some foundation and, you know, something for me to review. So that is, you know, it just gives me like, oh my gosh, back in the day I was like this. And like, look at my collection now. Our channel has grown and everything has grown, so I just want to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you guys who has been supporting me all through these years. And I believe I still have subscribers from way back then when I used to go to the HBC store in the Philippines. Let me know if you are still here. I know that some of you guys are still here watching me from literally like way back then. So I'm just glad to be able to do this in the comfort of my own home. I really do think I'm very blessed. So enough of that. I'm sorry, I'm getting all emotional. We might do that on a separate video. But anyway, today's video, as you guys have seen in the title, we're going to be talking about L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Foundation. This was actually launched 2 years ago, and the price of this one is actually $14.99, and I actually almost gagged when I saw that. I was like, what? Because the last time I bought foundation from L'Oreal was actually the True Match foundation, and I believe that was only like, what, $5 or not even $5? Which is insane. So, I mean, everything gets pricier by the day. And we went to Target and I actually saw this on clearance for only $5.99, and I said to myself, like, you know what, I think this is time. I think this is the perfect time for me to try a foundation again from the drugstore, because when I'm filming at home, I always use my MAC foundation, and I kind of want to use something that is, you know, perfect for just inside the house, you know, when I'm doing eyeshadow reviews. So anyway, this collection actually has 40 shades, and then again, the price, it just depends where you buy it, because I noticed at Target it's like $12 or $11 something. At Ulta it's going to be again $14.99, almost like $15. You can use a coupon if you wanted to, which they always send to you every month. So let's talk about the packaging. It is, you know, just the regular glass packaging. I'm so glad that they kept their foundations in a glass, because I like it that way. I know some other brands are trying to put their foundations in a pouch. Some people like that. I personally like it in a glass. And this is 30 ml. And just like any other foundation, usually it's 30 ml. And this one expires on the 10th of 2021 this year, so I have a pretty good time of using this product. This actually has a square pump. A lot of people have been talking about that. Oh my gosh, let me... Okay, so this one actually has a pump. I love that because most of the drugstore foundations do not have any pump. So I don't have anything on my face aside from the moisturizer. Also, ignore my eyeliner. I know it's like, my eyeliner literally goes like, just ignore that. So I'm going to zoom myself in. First, I am going to use a beauty sponge on one side of my face. If you use a sponge, absolutely you can pack it. Let's do one pump first. So it takes like 3 pumps to get the product out. Oh wow, you guys. Did I mention that I got the shade Cool Beige? I think this is like 1.5 pump. because the first pump is barely like, you know, the product trying to pass through the nozzle or like the whatever. But that looks really good. So obviously this is the before and this is the after. Excuse me. Right off the bat, I can tell you guys that this is actually a medium to full coverage. And I'm just so shocked right now because this one matches me 10 times better than my MAC Studio Fix. This is amazing. And my head doesn't look like it is floating at all. Oh wow, I'm gonna remember this shade. So let me try another layer. This is just one pump. Sorry, I forgot to raise my hand like that. The smell, it has a light floral scent, which I don't care. It actually smells really fresh, as what it says. And I don't know if you guys could see this, but the foundation kind of looks a little dewy. So it's not completely like super matte. Remember when there was a time that matte foundations was like such a trend? Like, it's insane. But I've always loved my foundation, you know, a little dewy. That's why like I always pair up with my matte foundations, like, you know, a nice setting spray. Okay, now this is the second time I've applied the foundation, and as you guys can see, before after, wow, that looks so good. That looks so good. I'm so happy with this foundation, not gonna lie. I may end up using this like sparingly because it's really, really good. So zoom you guys in. Do you guys see the improvement of my face? It's just, I'm just mind blown. Like, it took out like the unevenness of my skin. So amazed by that. And my lash glue is still drying, but ignore that. You can see like around under my eyes, it's like it did color correct it. So I really love that. I really love that effect. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this other side of my face. Let's do one pump using a stippling brush. So the purpose of the stippling brush is actually to give you that airbrush effect. It looks like this. This is my one pump. So usually when you use a stippling brush, it's like that. This is how you do it. Now, for those of you guys who, you know, just so happens to watch my video, I'm actually I'm a makeup artist. I know like my makeup right now sucks, but I do bridal, and yes, there's such thing as an ugly makeup day, which is like today. Also, I haven't groomed my brow, but yeah, this is how you use a stippling brush. And if I'm lazy, to be honest, I just, you know, if you're covering, then I would really suggest using a denser brush. And then if you just want something like a lighter coverage, you use a brush like this, or you use a flat brush, because these things you can't really build. Now, I'm using a brush on one side because I want to see if it's gonna have like a crease, and a crease or like a harsh line. And I'm doing this so that, again, like if I can see if there's like any harsh line or whatever. Guys, I didn't even finish it all. See, this is why I love doing my foundation with a brush, because I feel like I get the exact same result, but using a brush is not going to be the same for everybody. I do have some texture from time to time. Of course, life is not perfect. There's like texture from time to time, especially when I'm about to get the, you know, the red alert. And if that time comes, I use a sponge instead, so it just really depends. But it's not good for, you know, texture. Oh my gosh, there's a lot. I'm just kidding. So this is what it looks like with the beauty blender or a beauty sponge, and this is what it looks like with my stippling. And as you guys could see, can barely tell the difference. And then I have a lot of leftover of the foundation on my skin. So okay guys, so off camera I'm just gonna do my full face of makeup, and then I will give you guys some updates if I see if there is any, you know, anything moving or whatnot. But if there's no major changes in my face, I'll just let you know at the end of the day. It is already in the afternoon, it's around 3 p.m. and I'll give this foundation a time test. I'll probably do a little bit of physical activity and then make some other videos while I'm testing this foundation. And then again, just to remind you guys, I'm using Airspun to set it, so I will be right. Hi guys, I know I told you guys that I'll be back in a couple of hours to give you guys like an update, but I just want to show you guys what my makeup looks like right now on how fresh this looks, and I'm really loving it. I also wanted to do a flash test for you guys, so this is what it looks like with a flash. So far so good. I really think that this is something that you can use for night parties or night events. Let me tell you guys right now, right off the bat, that I think this foundation is a 10 out of 10. I really do think that there's a lot of shade ranges, and the price, color selection, it is amazing in my opinion. I also would like to add that this foundation specifically does not make my skin look, you know, cakey, and I love that about that. Honestly, this setting powder right over here makes every foundation that I own extra cakey. I don't know why, but when it comes to this foundation, it is the perfect pair. I'm actually shocked. Imagine the possibilities when I use other setting powders that I actually really love. The one that works extremely best for my skin. I cannot wait. So yes, I highly recommend this foundation. It is amazing. You guys saw my face. There's no creasing underneath, which immediately happens to me in my other foundations within the 2-hour time frame because my face is kind of oily. And around my lip in this area, I accidentally scratched it, but as you can see, everything looks so intact. I am highly impressed. When you look at my face right now, even when I'm taking like selfies on Instagram or whatever, like a story, I had a lot of compliments on my skin looks so good. So with that being said, they haven't even seen my skin in person. Like, you won't believe like how amazing this foundation feels. I feel like I'm not wearing any makeup at all. Again, like the price point, the color options, you know, the performance, I just really love it. And take note that I don't even have any face primer on, so I think this is definitely one of my favorites. I'll definitely use that almost every single day. Now, because of that product, it really makes me so excited to try other drugstore foundations because I might be missing out a lot. Like, what the heck have I been doing? So that's pretty much it for today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comment box down below. Have you tried this foundation at all? Let me know if you ended up liking it or not. I really think I hit the jackpot on this one. It's on clearance. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye!